This was inspired by another solution that is first on the leaderboard by someone called RRRQ. Solution. This is his algorithm. It was just written in readable Python, and I just wanted to write it very cleanly and very professionally to make some other people see how Python can be beautiful. So let's see. So right here we have a function that checks whether the word is striped. It says so. And how it checks that? It checks whether some forbidden possibilities are in words. So forbidden possibilities are digit, vowel times 2, and consonant times 2. So whether if something of those three is in word, then you return false, and otherwise you would return true if the land was. So in this case, it has that the word has to contain more than one letter, so you return that. Encode. So the title of solution is encode and check. Why? Because when you encode the words, then it is much easier to check whether they are striped. Encode usually means you take some parts of that text and replace it with something else which is simpler to process. In this case, every character in text is replaced by V for vowel, C for consonant, D for digit, or P for punctuation. Here, of course, space is counted as a punctuation. So I don't have to replace anything. You see that all other solutions were always replacing something. I'm just using Python structures as they are intended to be used, because strings are immutable. Really replace it returns a new string. So if you do, I don't know, 20 replacements on one string, you will make 20 new strings. Of course, they will be garbage collected immediately, so it will not be a big problem. But it is not very Pythonic in that sense. Here, I don't even create a new string. I just yield values. I generate values in memory, and we have encoded, which is not text, which is something else, which is some other string, but it is done all in one pass. Okay, so I have those two functions. The algorithm is very simple. I encode text. I get a lot of those V's, C's, D's, and P's, and then I join them into another string, which I split on P, because everything that's punctuation, including space, is now P. And now I have words. Now I just see words are striped. And it is when you have a Boolean function, because Booleans are just 0 and 1, you can just sum them, and you will get count of how many of them are true. It is even in recipes and in official Python documentation about counting. I don't know if I can. So if you have some iterable and you have some predicate, how many times the predicate is true is just sum of map of predicate over iterable.